It's a trap, you walked right into the hate. All over a new king that's face is just replaced. It's all the same, you still be ruled by force. And no matter who it is, they'll still carry on the torch. Just a lie, cheat, steal, half of what you make. Taxation is theft, it's time to vacate the state. Newsflash, all your cash is an IOU. From killers who really do steal from you. Inflation is a weapon used by every nation who says that they're saving the world through lies. That they disguise and pass off as bravery. Well, I got news, debt is slavery. It don't matter who's madder, a new master don't matter. When they both want the same, the state don't play no games. They got you trying to survive and put you on sides and ready to kill each other. That's conquer and divide. It's all for show, or for hyper control.
That's fucking just hit 88 on the podcast of the Country Boy.
And we're back with another episode of Bones and Tubs. We're here with you on this Tuesday night.
Yes.
Bones and Tubs nights.
Bones and Tubs, 11:26 Eastern, PM 2300.
And I feel like we have reached some sort of impasse because after seeing where we're at on the charts, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's good.
What
the fuck? We're in the top 100?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that even happen? Yeah, we're coming for you.
Do you want me to tell you how it happened?
It's all you. I know that much.
No, it's not me. It's people of Bangladesh.
Oh, okay.
They're the reason.
Oh, copy.
But that's fine. Mm-hmm. It's all about getting the message out. People see us. People try us. People like us.
Well, yeah, no.
People have been leaving 5-star reviews. I got a list of them. I'm going to read here in a few minutes.
Nice. I just, you got a lot of listeners in the UK, too.
Yeah.
We're I told my sister, I told St. Catherine yesterday, I was like, fuck, about half our audience is from the UK.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So, hello. Cheerio.
From across the pond over here.
From across the pond.
It must look like, if you look out your window over in the UK and you look over to the United States, you must just see a dumpster fire. It must just be the
UK's got some shit going on too, man.
But, you're right. You're right.
They're just more I think they're just calmer about the fucking dumpster fire that's going on over there.
How about them electing a fucking Donald Trump clone?
Right? Boris Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an interesting fellow.
I hope he frees Tommy Robinson, though, even though a lot of people gave me some anti-Israeli flack, saying he's an Israeli agent and I shouldn't support him. But whatever, that's not important. That's just me talking about DMs,
Yeah.
But I guess that was one of the things people were hoping you would do, is get Tommy Robinson out.
Well, I love on the Instagram when people start talking shit, you more or less just bait them into commenting more because it feeds the fucking algorithm.
Pump me in the algorithm, faggot. Mm-hmm. Can I use faggot as much as I want? Or do I have to preface it like a bundle of sticks?
Can you? Yeah, that's the only time you can use it if it's prefaced that you're referencing a bundle of sticks.
Well, that's what I was talking about.
What about a cigarette, though?
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Because our friends who listen across the pond,
they call them fags.
Yeah.
Right.
Can I have a fag?
What do they call gay people over there?
I think they call them
Nancy's?
Yeah,
queers?
Nancy's, queers,
buggers.
Queens.
Buggers. That's it.
Buggery.
Is it really buggers?
That's what it used to be.
Buggery was like butt sex back in the day.
Yeah.
Probably.
You know what they call them in Islamic, right? Over in those areas?
Well, what's that?
They just throw them off a roof.
As I say, they don't have a name for them, do they?
We were just talking about problems in the UK. Whatever. I'm going to go through this list real quick and then see if I got any other little housekeeping.
Yeah, we got to get that housekeeping out of the way.
Business.
Yeah.
I got a shirt en route to Kim Zurgis. Hello. Hi,
howdy.
Kim. It's for her fiance. Hello, fiance. I'm glad you listened. Glad you liked the show. Thanks for the review on iTunes. People finally took me up on that offer. That leave me a review and shoot us a screenshot, and we'll give you. Because now I've been fucking like a Chinese slave, just packaging shirts and sending them out this week. So Kim Zurgis out in Arizona way, shirts en route.
There you go.
Michael Miller. This one was pretty funny. I enjoyed our conversation. I asked him what size he wanted, and he said, my fat ass wears a 2X. My big fat ass wears a 2X. And I said, it's just more to love. And then I warned him about wearing the shirt. I said, it's going to people are just going to pretty much throw pussy at you.
Yeah.
Sex. You know, I shouldn't have said pussy because so many men have tried to fuck me if I wear that shirt out in public.
Mm-hmm.
He said, can't wait for the old lady to throw me some more cat. So, Michael Miller's old lady, if you're listening, throw that cat on him.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
Give him.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for the review.
Yeah. We appreciate it.
Yes. I should have, put these in a list. Josh Whitman, shirts en route. Massachusetts.
Ooh. I lived in Massachusetts for some time when I was a child.
Did you get pooped out there, or was that... Did you move there?
No. I got pooped out here.
Okay.
And then we moved there. And then my sister got pooped out there.
I see.
Yeah. But then we moved back here when I was about 10.
Anthony Magyar.
Is that the Magyar we know?
Nope, I don't think so. This one's from Ackerman MS. Is that Minnesota?
What's MS? Other than multiple sclerosis.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely not multiple sclerosis. We're fucking...
Minnesota?
We're fucking
Is it
retarded.
Minnesota?
Let's act like we don't have Google.
Yeah, I think MS is Minnesota. I'm pretty sure MS is Minnesota, yeah.
Minnesota.
Pretty sure. That's where they have the mini sodas.
Hey, if we didn't know already, we forgot to probably tell you at the beginning of the show, we have a very special guest today. We have Aaron the Red on the show with us today.
Oh, hey
Missouri.
guys.
It's Missouri.
Oh, Missouri.
Oh, Missouri. What's Minnesota? MN is Minnesota. Why am I? I'm dumb. Whatever.
Well, apparently we all are.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
We all didn't get good marks in geography, apparently.
No, apparently
that's
not.
okay.
Anthony, I'll have your shirt en route as soon as our shirt guy gets back to us. He's been leaving me on red like some unwanted booty call. What else do we got? Mars Unknown, shirt en route. So I'll apologize now if I missed you, because I feel like I sent out more shirts. But whatever, I don't want to keep it going.
Yeah.
Let's see. I feel like there's something else. Go to the draft. We forgot this last week, and I beat myself up about it all week. If you guys like the new music, check out Blooded the Brave.
Yeah.
BloodedTheBrave.com. He's got a Bandcamp as well. Buy his music. Let him know Bones and Tubbs sent you.
Yeah. Support these indie artists.
Yes.
And their attempt to go to the top.
I listened to his one album that's got like some heavy 80s vibes. Mm-hmm. And I like to close my eyes and pretend that I'm in a place that doesn't have a government and I'm actually in the Stranger Things world.
So you're in the Upside Down.
Yeah, but it's not as creepy. It's actually nicer than here. I kind of think we're in the Upside Down right now, for real.
It's possible.
It's not my business.
I mean, we've reached kind of a... I think to put it best, I think people have said that late period capitalism has produced some interesting results.
Yeah. People shouldn't sleep on the Instagram story. I don't know if you've been paying attention. I've been pouring my soul into that thing. I posted a couple pictures of Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Next to a picture of Cloud and Piven. You hip to that?
No.
Let's fucking go to it.
Okay.
So we got Andrew Yang here. God damn it. Andrew Yang. Cloud and Piven is a political strategy outlined in 1966 by American sociologist and political activist Richard Cloward and Francis Fox Piven that called for the overloading of the U.S. public welfare system in order to precipitate a crisis that would lead to a replacement of the welfare system with a socialist system of a guaranteed annual income and thus end to poverty. So this whole new, fresh fucking UBI, universal basic income, is actually a very old idea.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, people act like some of these things are new, but the universal health care or Medicare for all and all that stuff, that actually, what's weird is that was actually touted by Nixon before
That's
it was
like Beauty and the Beast, a tale as old as time.
Yeah, like we've been talking about it for a while, and surprisingly, it was a Republican thing for a while before it eventually switched hands.
Yeah,
at some point in time, because apparently that was one of Richard Nixon's things in his 72 campaign was to create Medicare for all.
Yes,
or expand Medicare to the point where people wouldn't need health insurance anymore.
I've got one more shout out, and then we can get on with the topics. Not topics, but the news, then the topics.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw Arvin71 on Instagram wrote us a message. The Arvin from our neck of the woods.
Yeah?
Butler County way.
Yeah?
He said, "What's up, guys? I've been following the podcast for a bit now and have to say, y'all are killing it. Excited to listen to the new one tonight. Also, trying to take the next step of my business and want to get A3 services out there to the people. Let me know where I need to sign my life away for some shout-outs on the show." Now, basically, I told him there's no signing away of lives.
Yeah.
But that's not entirely true.
We're not going to make you abandon your principles.
No, I just need your soul.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just one prepackaged soul.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I'm all about helping people try and get to the top, because that's what we're trying to do. Get away from the man.
I thought Pulp Fiction for a minute, because, like they say what was in the briefcase was actually Marcellus Wallace's soul.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I want it given to me. Like, you open it up and it, like, shines.
Golden.
Yeah, and I look at you and I'm like, is this what I think it is?
Yeah. So, go to Instagram, and after you follow Bones and Tubs, check out at the number 3 services, number 4 U. That's his. It's a lawn company, family owned and operated. See our full website's link below.
Yeah, go get your lawns mowed.
Lawns mowed. I'm sure trees trimmed. I'm sure there's some type of. I can't get the site to load for whatever reason. Lead paint, maybe. I'm not sure. But go give him a check out. Give him some business. Some business. He'll come over and trim your shrubs.
Tell him Bones the Tub sent you.
Yeah.
You never know.
Right. Offer him a nice tall drink that's cold.
Yeah.
And then watch him work as you slowly take your clothes off in the front driveway.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you're into.
Yeah.
Butler County, check it out. A3 Tree Services.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So on to the news.
Yeah. There's another asteroid.
I saw that.
Earth 3.
Yeah.
Be tomorrow. Flying by. In between here and the moon, one of them at least.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
A little too close for my taste.
If you pay attention to some of the last ones that we've had, they don't ever cause us a problem, but then you have like a fireball a week later because they hit something in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this is probably a flat plane, so whatever. It's probably all fake.
Yeah.
Some of the lights are about to fall out of the ceiling. The fucking Truman Show type shit.
You're saying that, like, you're just going to, like, have a fucking light fall out of the sky.
Yeah.
Land in front of you.
While I'm taking my trash out.
Yeah.
I got a satellite.
The Leonids are coming up here in August.
What is?
The Leonid meteor shower.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They come out of the constellation Leo.
That's cool.
That's why they call them the Leonids.
That makes sense.
Yep. And there's the Perseids in November, I think. Those are pretty cool. Like, Leonids and the Perseids are the two coolest ones because you can see the most shooting stars.
I think I remember that. It reminds me of drinking because everything reminds me of drinking right now.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's my own cross to bear.
What was that? Neptune's in retrograde?
Yeah, apparently.
You told me before the show.
Somebody was telling me that in the DMs, and I have to agree because I've been fucked up last couple weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. You've been eating whole cakes and stuff. I've been thinking about drinking my way through a swimming pool of vodka.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Just like falling into straight vice.
Yeah.
You know?
It's bullshit.
Now I've been going to the gym for like 2 weeks.
I need to get your life together.
I know, man. It's terrible.
I'm just going to sleep in for 2 weeks.
Man, that sleep in's fucking baller.
Suck it, though. I mean, you're trying to live your best life.
I know.
Sleep when you're dead.
I do love that sleep in, though. That extra hour does do the trick.
I'm just kidding. You can't sleep when you're dead because they just scrub you and put you back in the game.
Yeah. So then it's just periods of awake and sleep again over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Some Westworld shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Bones, you're looking awful sexy lately.
Thank you.
Yes.
I wanted to post a picture of Jim selfie yesterday, but I'm not in my final form.
Let's see.
You're not cheese Super Saiyan level whatever?
Yeah.
Are you going to get rid of your taco salad before you take gym selfies?
Fuck no, man.
You're just going to leave that alone, right?
You ever seen the Seinfeld episode about what happens when you shave your chest hair?
Yeah. That's a funny episode.
Wait, what happens? I haven't seen it.
Grows back
Well,
crazy
it goes
strong.
back like thicker.
yeah.
Like a bear pelt.
Thicker and
I'm going to go ahead and say that's untrue because I have shaved it multiple times and it's never come back thicker.
Well,
unless maybe I just haven't shaved it enough.
Speaking of shaving body hair,
yeah.
Did you guys hear about what happened?
I just saw it before I came over here.
With this individual who is suing like 10 different fucking waxing places because it's a trans woman and she was refused.
He was refused.
However you want to put it.
Like a bikini wax or what?
The person was refused to
Treatment,
to get
basically.
their balls waxed.
Really? They won't wax balls?
They won't wax their balls.
It's ma'am. You know?
Yeah.
Which, here's the thing. Like, I feel like this point, it was a ploy in the first place because I'm here to tell you
So,
now.
Yeah, they're
fucking
totally
ploy.
baiting him.
I think of a list of things, like, that I would do to myself,
Yeah.
and waxing my balls is not on that list.
You got to think, though, there's people out there that like having their balls
I would
stepped
do it
on with
for
high
money.
heel
Why
shoes.
not?
What's that?
I would totally do it for money.
For money? Fuck yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it'd have to be enough money.
That's probably what that person
I
was
would,
doing.
I would probably do it for $100. Just to be
Yeah.
honest.
Ooh, man,
if,
you know-
if anybody wants to give me $100 for me to wax my balls, I'll totally videotape it and I'll do it.
See, I'm worried because
You wanna see
I'm running
it.
a risk because I got particularly hairy balls. Not to get in depth on what my
Well,
balls
there was
look
never
like,
any
but
stipulation that you could not trim the ball hair down before.
I'm just afraid, like, you know,
rip it all off.
with so many hairs that
Right.
there's not going to be some, like, you know, bleeding.
If anybody
You know?
wants
Yeah.
to see
Oh,
Aaron the
I'm
Red
sure they'll
shave
be
his
bleeding.
balls, head over to patreon.com/bones and tubs and leave it a stipulation note. We will
Give us
share-
enough money and you bet your ass he's going to get his balls shaved.
We will give him money.
But, no, it was all a ploy. It's kind of like, I think, the bakery thing. Where, like, the bakers refuse to bake cakes for gay weddings and shit.
Yeah. Wasn't there a pizza thing too? A pizza parlor thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I saw a meme earlier that got me hip to all this. It said, we went from bake my cake bigot to shave my balls or wax my balls bigot like overnight.
Yeah. Well, it was only a matter of time.
Right.
Because at this point, it's a matter of escalation.
When you're in a fucking free-falling clown world, where does it stop, though? Because I feel like even when
Oh,
you
man.
smack the ground at terminal velocity, it's just going to honk like a clown nose.
Yeah.
You
You're not
do
gonna-
have to wonder though, would they have shaved or waxed a straight man's balls, or are they just not about ball waxing?
I see. I don't know. I don't know the whole context. I've
Right.
I
never
feel
heard
like
of.
your balls or something, you get waxed.
I've never heard of somebody
I mean-
waxing their balls before.
Nah, man, those things are...
probably gay people. That's about
They
all.
move around. Like,
They
They
do.
shave their balls, but not wax them.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
I mean, it
That's
does
different.
sound very painful.
if you have
Yeah.
experience with waxing your balls, send us a story at bonesandtubs@gmail.com.
Totally.
But I mean, at this point, here's the thing: if you got turned around at one, they have kits that you can buy to do your own waxing at home.
Right.
Wouldn't you just done it at home at that point?
True. Or had your friend help you out or whatever,
Like,
boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever kind of friend you got.
I don't even know, man.
Right.
I don't know.
Preferred pronoun friend.
Yeah. You're a Z friend
So
or...
fucking tired of this shit, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's fine.
It's all going to be okay.
I mean, honestly, I don't care that much. I care that businesses are getting fucking sued over this shit
All right.
because, they're a private enterprise, right?
Yeah.
So they technically don't have to abide by
Any kind of
religion
law or anything
yeah,
like
or
that?
like cultural or someone's cultural standard. Because as far as I'm concerned, at this point, culture is subjective because not everybody's culture is the same. Apparently,
Right.
right? So you can't really regulate that
Right.
because culture from person to person is different. Like this person identifies as a woman, has a pair of balls, and in her culture, it's okay for her to go somewhere and get her balls waxed.
Right.
But that's when the whole problem with culture being subjective butts up against a different culture that says, we're not going to wax your balls.
Right. Yeah.
Subjective.
Yeah. Everything's
That's
subjective, though.
that's the problem is I think it boils down to where Mark Passio talks about the biggest problem being solipsism, because we've come to a point where everybody's living in a different reality than what's actually here.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has their own worldview on what the world looks like. And from one person to another person, it's two different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to a fucking Trump train individual, the world looks one way. To a fucking never Trumper fucking,
Right, yeah. Not my president.
this is a fucking, this is
pussy
their,
hat wearing motherfuckers.
this is their fucking nightmare world.
Right.
Right. So there's not much else you could say about it.
Right.
Random
thought. Waterloo. What is it? Carbonated water has really good grape drink.
Does it?
Yeah. They have like grape flavored. It tastes just like grape drink.
Huge fan of grape drink.
Yeah. It's pretty tasty. Just saying.
So,
not that we're sponsored or anything by Waterloo Water.
Definitely not sponsored by anyone. Except for people over at patreon.com/BaconTubs.
Right.
Shameless self-plug.
yeah, there you go. You got any more news before we get into the topic?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, let's get into it then.
None that I've noted.
It's something we probably could have covered a while ago, but I feel like it's like most of our topics, it gets brought up because it's hit the mainstream news cycle.
I'm pretty sure we actually talked about this a while ago. Maybe not in detail,
But
but
in the context of, we might have talked about Anthrax Island before.
yeah.
No, today we're going to talk about Lyme disease.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's an interesting subject.
And the reason I want to talk about it is because apparently someone is suing to get information from the Pentagon as to whether or not Lyme disease was a
Bioweapon.
bioweapon.
Yeah.
It was meant to be a bioweapon, right?
All I have to say
Well,
is
that's what they're saying,
Right.
and they're trying to get like FOIA documents saying that basically what happened was, which is what the conspiracy theory says, is that Lyme disease got out on its own. Like they created it, but it basically it broke out of containment, more or less.
I guess it was half-assed done because you don't really get it that often, and it's bad if you get it real bad and they don't diagnose it. But
Here's the thing, though. In these notes, I actually pulled a lot from the Higher Side chats.
Yeah,
I don't know if either of you have listened to the episode,
I have not.
no, I have not.
but I'll list all that. I'll probably post it on our page. The episode is called Weaponized Ticks, Lyme Disease, and the Medical Machine. It's from February 21st, 2019. And the doctor he has on there, it's him and a patient. He talks about what this patient, I forget her name, but she had all these different problems.
Right, yeah.
Crazy amounts of problems.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, well, that's because Lyme disease it's a bioweapon. And
The doctor said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, I forget. He said 100,000, I think, was the number of things that can manifest from Lyme disease. But if you treat those things individually, some of them go away, some of them don't. But if you treat all of those things like Lyme disease, it goes away.
Right.
And he was talking about allergies being one of them, and that's how I found out about that quercetin.
What's that?
Quercetin. I never say it right.
Yeah.
It's like it's an isolate that comes out of onions and some other vegetables and stuff. But when you take enough of it, I think she was taking 8 grams a day, which is a shitload.
Mm-hmm.
And it rewires your immune system in a way to where the allergies just go away. She takes a maintenance dose of like 1 gram now, but no more allergies.
Have you tried it out?
I have.
Does it work?
I got to 2,500 and it stopped my nasal drip.
Nice.
That's a good time.
Yeah, but he talks about all the different things. And I mean, the story, if you look at it from just the facts, Lyme disease came from Lyme County. They named it Lyme because it's where it first came from.
That's in Ohio, correct?
No.
Where is that?
It's
Pennsylvania? I'm just going to throw out states
Hold
here.
on.
Let's use the power of the interwebs.
Yes.
Yeah, we could edit all this stuff about us not knowing the answer out of it real fucking quick. Let's see, Lyme disease.
Do you care if I read these 2 articles I got?
Do what you gotta do.
I mean, that way we have...
Well, you guys heard the guy on the shill, Joe Rogan, talk about it, right?
No.
Connecticut.
It was just some dude that had it, and he was talking about how sick he was and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And then he eventually got over it by doing something, but they didn't diagnose him for forever until they started treating it like Lyme disease, like what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And then he started getting better.
Well, so Lyme, Connecticut, and isn't that's on the border? What is it, Plum Island?
It's in proximity to Plum Island, which
Is
AKA
that near a CDC facility or what?
it's Anthrax Island. It's where
They supposedly chartered it as a military installation, practice everything that they could, and learn about mad cow disease
Gotcha.
without contaminating. But
Everybody.
it became a weapons lab, supposedly. And the theory is that they infected these ticks with their bioweapon, Lyme disease. And then the ticks got out and got onto birds, and the birds flew to the mainland.
Right.
Because they said that, like, it came out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden, it went up by, like, retarded amounts all at once.
Which, to me, like, it's not anything new. In the 20th century before then, we'd already seen governments experiment with using pests as a means to spread a disease.
Right.
Like, the Japanese had their flea bombs that they dropped on China.
Right.
And gave motherfuckers the plague. I mean, using bioweapons isn't necessarily a new thing.
Right. I mean,
and you're right. The thing is, like, maybe it's because it got out of containment before they were able to, like, turn it into something, like, effective.
Right.
Because that's the thing. Lyme disease, for what it is, I was reading something, by their numbers, 300,000 people deal with it in the United States every year.
Right.
Okay.
It's more like a drain on resources than anything.
I think of it like that, and I think of the fact, like, you're able to have a disease commune to 300,000 people every year. That's an effective spread of the disease, as far as I'm concerned.
Not according to that, what's that game, Plague Inc., that you'd, like,
you're right.
fail hardcore before they found a cure.
But imagine, if you will, it was only designed to be used as a culling device.
Right.
Right. It wasn't meant to wipe out the whole population. It was just meant to cut the numbers.
Yeah.
I'm going to read this article from newpulse.edu called Lyme Disease on Plum Island, French Conspiracy Theory or Government Cover-Up by Samandra Dimitru. So fucking terrible at names.
We'll go with that.
The universe just keeps throwing me crazy names.
We'll go with that.
So, whatever. As an animal disease center, Plum Island has been the focus of many dark government conspiracies, from top-secret biological weapon experimentation during the Cold War to the working ground for Nazi scientists recruited after World War II. Perhaps scientific experimentation mixed with government classification is just a hotbed for South Sea conspiracies. And maybe there is more to Plum Island than we suspect. A more recent theory is that Lyme disease escaped from Plum Island, which may be the most plausible conspiracy theory yet. The theory went mainstream in 2004 with Michael C. Carroll's book, Lab 257, the disturbing story of the government's secret Plum Island germ laboratory. Plum Island is located off the coast of Long Island, New York. It was used as a military base during the Spanish-American War. In 1954, was turned into a government animal disease center. The center was established to study foot and mouth disease in cattle, a highly contagious disease that is rare in humans but can ravage farms and the livestock industry. While the center was run by the United States Department of Agriculture, in 2002, during talks of selling the island, it was transferred to the United States Department of Homeland Security. A giant umbrella.
Yeah.
The reason some believe Lyme disease escaped Plum Island is because the island is located just a few miles off the coast of Lyme, Connecticut, which is where the first outbreak of Lyme was observed in 1975. While scientists say that all animals on the island are killed to prevent the possible spread of diseases, conspiracy theorists argue that birds regularly fly between the island and the mainland and thus are able to spread any diseases they may pick up. I don't know if Lyme came from Plum Island, said April Ferguson, who's a chief strategy officer for the Hudson Valley policy-oriented think tank, but it is weird that no one wants to talk about it. Doctors are scared to treat and diagnose it, and the government doesn't talk about it. Ferguson started considering the link between Lyme disease and Plum Island after she saw a press release describing how the Centers for Disease Control were closing a Texas A&M University biodefense lab due to outbreaks of Brucella and Coxiella, both tick-borne bacterial pathogens. This led Ferguson to wonder about Plum Island. Both the lab at Plum Island and the one at Texas A&M are biosafety level 3 labs and study similar infectious diseases such as foot and mouth disease, avian influenza, and Rift Valley fever. Ferguson represents Lyme patients pro bono as an attorney. She considers the government's attitude towards Lyme very strange. The number of cases jumped tenfold in 1 year, she pointed out, and insurance companies don't cover antibiotics for Lyme disease, even though they can easily get the antibiotics for any other condition. Lyme disease is taboo, and I don't understand why, she said. Jennifer Reed, who runs a Lyme disease support group in Ridgefield, Connecticut, said that the connection between Lyme disease and Plum Island is an interesting story, and it does not come up during her meetings, though. People are focused on getting better. They're not looking for someone to blame. Reed blames climate change and deforestation for the influx. Blah, blah, blah.
I actually read that was a thing where doctors aren't trained well in diagnosing and treating Lyme disease.
Right. Especially, like, the guy that was on the show, Joe Rogan's podcast, he was, like, living in California, and they're like, what the fuck, you got all this shit wrong with you? We don't know why, but
yeah, like they end up treating certain symptoms
right.
of the disease instead of treating the disease.
Right, yeah, he wasn't getting any better because they're like, well, you got this.
Yeah. That's like, someone with syphilis, like, getting skin lesions and like, we got to cure the skin lesions.
Right.
Because that's the main problem. Not the drippy dick or losing your fucking mind.
None of them other things.
Those skin lesions, though, we got to take care of those.
We got to take care of that. Yeah. Apparently, they have their first reported case of Lyme disease in Italy.
Jesus.
I know.
This year?
Let me check it again here, but I guess it came about in 1975. So I was looking at, the first reported cases showed up.
And just to put it out there, because I was looking through both ends of this, the very real possibility that this came from Plum Island, and the other side of it, which says that it's all bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about the bullshit side, and this is why I always I try to see both ends of it.
Yeah.
But the problem is that one, they tried to say that Lyme disease has been around for a long time.
Nope.
And,
never mind. That was 1985.
And that we weren't. It was simply that. We weren't diagnosing it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's something else. Cancer or something, right?
Yeah. That's one thing I highly doubt, because we've had access to germ theory for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's a bacteria. We would have figured it out before 1975 if it had been found.
I'm going to post those links, definitely, because they did a lot better job with it. I mean, we don't have a doctor. The doctor's he's over another.
The doctor's taking care of his child.
But if you want to hear an actual doctor talk about it, I'll post part 1, 2, and 3 of that on our Facebook page. You know how we just got done reading that article, and they talked about how Lyme disease was considered taboo. Nobody wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
It's the same with Morgellons disease, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Morgellons is that one that everybody claims that they just feel like they've got things crawling on them and they're scratching themselves, and they supposedly
fibers growing out of their skin,
stuff growing up out of their skin,
But I really
technology.
question the sanity of those people.
Right. Some people say it's like a nanotech, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doctors treat it the same way. It's bullshit. We don't talk about it. We don't treat it. It's in your head. But they tested people, and I heard about this on the show, Joe Rogan's podcast. 98% of people that think they have Morgellons have Lyme disease.
Right. Yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember hearing that too.
So now it's a link that they can't deny.
Right.
It's 98%. That's crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Because isn't one of the symptoms of Lyme disease kind of like losing your mind, sort of?
Yeah. They said once they started treating you like you had Lyme disease, then the Morgellons symptoms disappeared. But I'm sure somebody out there's like, no, Morgellons is real. It's nanotechnology. I've got it in my throat. Whatever, man, you might. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not here to say one way or the other.
Yeah. The other thing that the detractors were saying was they're like, if they wanted to use this as a bioweapon, they're like, using ticks would be one of the most ineffective ways to spread a disease.
And it said that to anybody that lives in the fucking.
But here, yeah, as I say, I was like, if it's that much of a joke, I was like, how are 300,000 people still getting the disease every year?
Right.
There's a better chance.
It says, according to WebMD, it said it's common.
It's super common. I mean, fuck.
It said 200,000 plus. So, I mean, you could say 300,000. I mean, that's plus 200,000, right?
Listen, I hate ticks.
Yeah.
I hate them anyways. Mm-hmm. They gross me the fuck out.
There's a chance if you walk in the woods, one will fly into your pee hole before you even know it's there.
We had to go out and do our engagement photos tonight, right? And the photographer took us out into this hot, tall grass. Tall grass field, and
dude,
I was wearing pants and shit, but she was wearing like a dress.
You probably feel them all on her, crawl on her skin.
And I was like, I'm cool. I was like, I got pants on, and she's like,
get under your pants though.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely gonna shake this shit out when I get out of here.
Pants off, and your entire legs look like Wesley Snipes, just covered in ticks.
Supposedly, a tick has to be on you for longer than 12 hours to get the disease, though. So as long as I clean myself off before I go to bed,
they bury their fucking heads in you pretty quick, though.
Yeah, that's true.
They're nasty little fuckers.
Oh, like I said, they're so goddamn gross.
Yeah.
If you guys don't want ticks, get some motherfucking chickens. You'll never see a tick in your life.
I want chickens real bad.
Guinea chickens are probably the best at eating all the ticks and stuff.
Fuck
But
'em
like,
up.
you'll never see mosquito. You never see shit.
What the fuck?
I know,
That-
right?
I need some guinea chickens in
And
my
then
life.
you get those delicious eggs.
Dr. Doug Hurdy actually shied me away from getting chickens because his never stayed in the fucking yard, and I don't want them
Well,
in the neighborhood.
They're not really. Yeah, they're not really good for them urban peoples. But if you live like out in the country-ish, like have a big lot, it'd be cool.
I live around a bunch of lesbians and retired people, so I don't know how friendly they'd be with the idea of chicken shitting in their backyard.
I mean, you could always get. I don't know. You gotta
Also,
let them out to eat those ticks, though.
Don't kill possums either. They eat ticks.
Oh yeah, apparently they're immune to rabies too.
Yeah.
Nature's garbage man.
Listen, like I after all the things I learned about
Trash
possums,
pandas.
they're the fucking
Yeah.
shit.
Trash panda for sure.
They fucking eat ticks. They're immune to rabies. They fucking, they don't fuck. Like, here's the thing, like, there's some funny shit. Like, if you ever get a chance, check out, anybody out there. So apparently, like, raccoons, like, here in their native country, right?
Right.
Like, they don't, like, they're not an invasive species, so
Right.
they have predators, shit kills them. They're not that much of a nuisance here, right?
Right.
Okay.
Other
Like,
than
every
getting
once in a
yeah,
while,
they'll
like, you
get
gotta
into your
deal with
garbage,
it.
or if you have chickens, you fucking want to kill all of them.
Yeah. They're not a big problem, right?
Yeah.
Well, apparently in other parts of the world where they have become an invasive species,
Oh yeah.
they're a big fucking problem. Like in Germany, I guess like they're a big problem. Like they've had to install like spikes that shoot downwards off their rain spouts to keep them from climbing up into their fucking roofs and shit.
That's great.
And apparently in Japan, like, it became a big problem because there was some Japanese anime back in the day about this little boy.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, who, like, had a pet raccoon, and then it grew up, and he couldn't keep it anymore because it's a fucking wild animal.
Right.
So he released it into the woods. Well, it created this craze of people buying baby
You want
raccoons.
raccoons, yeah.
And then they would do the same thing he did. They would release them into the wild. So now there's these raccoons in Japan, and they're fucking up these old fucking Japanese Shinto temples and shit.
Right, yeah, because they're super destructive.
Yeah.
Do you know that they're only 13% of the woodland population, but they commit 50% of the woodland crime?
Wow, that's wild, isn't it?
Is it because of their mask?
I think so, yeah. They're just...
They are nature's bandit.
Basically, nature dictates the programming that they are criminals.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's interesting, huh?
Oh, and just
Mama used to beat the coons off the back porch with a broom.
I want you all out there, just for shits and giggles, also to Google hairless raccoon
Man.
and see if you can not keep that image out of your head.
What about featherless owl? That fucked me up.
Oh yeah, that's fucking gross.
Have you guys seen the video of the raccoon washing the cotton candy
Yes.
before it eats it? That's so
Yes.
good. I love it. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It's hilarious.
Because they wash their food before they eat it.
Right. But the
So-
cotton candy obviously disappears in the water.
dissolves. So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're dumb as fuck, aren't they?
No, he figured out like the third time. He
Yeah.
went and got another piece. He tried to wash it. It disappeared again. He's like, he tries to take it over the third time. It's like, wait, nah, fuck that.
Did you see, I posted, I don't know why this came back to my head, but the Instagram story, I posted one the other night about moths.
No,
Oh,
I didn't
man.
see that.
Oh, just keep talking. I'll find it and show it to you. You'll enjoy it. Hashtag history. Bones and Tubs history.
Yeah, there
Not
you go.
Mothman, right?
No.
Ooh, Mothman. I just went through Point Pleasant like a month ago.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
How was it? Was it cool?
Yeah, I mean, we've been there before because we usually come through on our way back from North Carolina.
Oh, nice. You
Like,
didn't
we
find
take
any
that way.
Mothman eggs there, did you?
No Mothman eggs. Yeah, we showed Jim the Mothman statue though.
Oh, yeah, that's
He
cool.
thought that was cool.
I've
But
never been to Point Pleasant.
it's
Where is it at in West Virginia?
okay. It's literally like, so if you're on 35,
Uh-huh.
you cross the Silver Bridge between Ohio and West Virginia, and it's right there.
Oh, okay, so it's like right across the border.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Yes.
Says it's got a moth and a triangle on the moon underneath a hologram moon, and it says, moths think lamps are the moon. Moths are dumb. And that quote is Tubbs, circa 2000s.
I like it.
I remember that we were really high.
Oh, yeah, we were fucked up when that came about.
Yeah, and that's fine.
I was like, they're fucking stupid.
They're dumb.
They
But
think
anyway.
it's the moon.
I've been...
You know, they like bright lights. What can you buy them? I mean, they're pretty.
Whatever happened to the moth meme? That shit was
Well,
overpowered.
it came in good. It came and went, and then because that's the thing about memes is it's a constantly changing thing, and it's one of because think about it. I mean, we're almost out of like I still see a couple, but the peak of the Area 51 memes has already gone back down again.
Well, didn't the time already come and go? They didn't do shit, right?
No, that's not till September 20th.
Oh, fuck, I thought it was like last weekend.
Update on that. I saw something the other day. Apparently, like, there's not that many hotels in that area.
Yeah.
They're all booked up.
Fucking do it.
Oh, this moth meme. I was like, what moth meme are you talking about?
Oh, my God.
I had to look it up.
Fantastic
So,
meme.
Yeah, September 20th, and all the hotels are fucking booked up.
My life's going to be fucking useless after this volcano explodes and we go back to, like, the old times. Because I'm like, what are you good at? Like, I'm a meme historian.
Yeah.
What's
I'm a
that?
meme historian.
What are memes? Can you feed me with memes? No, I can't.
Can feed you.
But you can pay me in food, and I'll tell you all about the memes.
Yeah.
We'll have to go Bones and Tubs ham radio.
Yeah, go back to the beginning. Like fucking Rage comics and shit like that from back in the day.
We should totally get our ham licenses broadcast this across the world.
I hate the government so much that the idea of getting another license makes me want to throw up my own mouth and then use it as lubricant.
We should totally be pirate radio and broadcast legally.
Let them come, you know?
Apparently, you can broadcast over the interwebs now.
Speaking of memes, new and old, what about the new Boogaloo? Hashtag Boogaloo. That's new.
Boogaloo.
Yeah, you should look it up.
Let's check it out.
It's a reference to the coming fucking civil war between the government and the people. And they're all hilarious memes.
Oh, the Boogaloo.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, all right. You had me there for a minute. I thought you were talking about an app.
No.
And I was like, what the fuck is Boogaloo?
It's just like a hashtag / meme.
Yeah. I had the Urban Dictionary that shit because I saw someone hashtag. There was a meme about the fucking the next Civil War.
Yeah,
and they put hashtag Boogaloo on it, and I was like, what the fuck is Boogaloo?
Like it's just like goes on memes.
Well, I mean, like, I've seen a lot. If you go to Instagram, you type in hashtag Boogaloo, you'll see, like, a lot of anti-government memes. Like, some of them are hilarious. Like, the one says, like, when they tell you to come back with a warrant, and you come back with a warrant, you hear them loading 1,000 AK-47s, and Leonard Skinner's playing in the background, and it shows the guy's face as, like, abject terror.
Yeah,
It's
hashtag
good.
Boogaloo.
We went from Lyme, this is what we do, though. That's why,
Yeah.
I should have said this earlier, but if you're new to the Bones and Tubs podcast, because we were number 88 on the, podcast charts.
I guess the only thing we
Welcome.
can tell you is, when it comes to Lyme disease, is one, the government definitely created it.
For sure.
And it probably got out on accident before they actually turned it into something way more dangerous. Two, doctors don't know shit on how to treat it.
No, doctors are fucking dumb, man. I tell you what.
Three,
Hashtag Boogaloo.
Yeah.
yeah, there you go.
Got that gun.
Come
Get
on.
yourself some guinea chickens.
Yeah. Get some canaries as well.
Are they like? Let me ask. I know this is just a cheesy joke, dad joke, but since they're called guinea chickens, does that mean like they're like
Italian
I think
hand.
they talk with their hands. Yes.
Bakada.
we're gonna eat some of those ticks and shit, you
Yeah.
know?
That's
But
good.
get yourself some guinea chickens, and
You can be racist against them because they're almost white.
I don't normally advocate
true,
this,
they
but at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and a good old fashioned deep woods with that DEET in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fuck it,
gotta
man.
get the deep.
Fuck some eagle eggs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're the fucking apex predator. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. Like when they were spraying DEET on fields and shit, and
They
that was
still do it.
I mean, yeah, we actually talked about that before, didn't they?
Yeah, like you can't use it. Like we have a wave of bed bugs coming along with the fucking
Right.
tidal wave of third world refugees. But we can't spray DEET in our bedrooms to get rid of this shit. You got to go contract out for $2,500 for some faggot.
I mean, that was
some
the end
person
of the
to come
bed
to
bug in
your house.
America was the deep.
But you can drive by a cornfield when they're, in the midst of the shit, and you're just breathing in DEET. Eagles are falling out of the sky.
I ain't got to worry about my eggshells being too thin. So,
Exactly.
But
I'll tell you though, it's
Them Borat Jew eggs, though.
more of that fucking more of that fucking government bullshit, like that meme I posted the other day of the nuclear bomb, and it's like, government, your car is ruining the environment. Now let me drop this bomb.
yeah,
Fuckers.
Let me drop. How many bombs did we find out they dropped? It was like thousands, wasn't it?
Yeah, we were drastically under.
Yeah, because I figured it had to be like under 100 thermonuclear weapons have been detonated.
Where was this? Oh, when they were doing all the testing?
Yeah. Oh, like back in the 50s and shit.
Dude, you know they wanted to know what that did to every single thing on Earth.
Oh, yeah,
They're
for
like,
sure.
well, what does it do to
what does it do to school kids?
What does it do to a Pop-Tart? You know, whatever.
Like, what is it? You know, it's one of those things where, like, you know, you've been goofing off with fireworks before, and you're like, I wonder what happens when you do this.
And you realize you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were doing in the 50s. They were just like, I wonder what happens when you know you put this fucking chicken right here. See what happens.
And you, like, held it in your hand too long, and then your hand blows off.
That's like the kind-hearted fucking shit the Nazis did to people. Like, I wonder what happened if I inject dye into a twin's eyeballs. Perhaps we find out.
Or like Japanese people did the Chinese people.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if I turn this temperature gauge down to like negative 100, what happens?
How long till he dies?
What happens? Let me watch.
Maybe he'd just go to sleep.
Yeah. Or how about we turn the temperature all the way up to like 140 degrees and see how long it takes him to fucking
cook from the inside out?
Yeah.
If you're new to the Bones and Tips podcast, you'll find that we hate the government.
All governments.
Yeah. Actually, we started, you know, if you go back to our back catalog, you'll be like, oh, these guys are fucking retarded. You know, what are they talking about? Are they conservative? Are they libertarian? Are they retarded for real? And then recently, it's kind of leaned more anarchist.
I like to think I'm a minarchist.
That's fine. You don't have to be on board all the way.
A monarchist?
Minarchist.
Oh, minarchist.
No, I'm not a monarchist.
I was like, a monarchist, really?
No.
I would be surprised if you said that.
I mean, government slavery, that's fine. Just a little bit of slavery is okay.
All right.
Well, it's one of those things where I haven't quite made the leap yet. You know what I mean?
Give it time. I remember you were staunchly against it, and I was like, you don't have to get on board. I'll just slowly inject you with poison over the time period. And I've done a pretty good job.
I mean, I can still consider myself like, here's the thing, like, I'm a minarchist, but I'll jump to the libertarian level for voting purposes.
Voting's violence, I just have been learning.
I know, and that's the thing, because then when you float back down to the minarchist level, you're like, I just got to pick my fucking, like, all we're picking is our fucking masters. Like, we're not, like, these aren't our peers. As far as they're concerned, they don't think that they're our peers,
One of the best arguments, too, for taxes, they were like, you think you're being a fucking charitable person when you go out and vote to raise taxes so other people have to pay for poor people's shit? Like, no, you're a piece of shit. Like, charity is where it matters. Yeah. Not forcing someone to at the point of a gun. Like
this volunteerism.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I heard? Taxation is theft.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget where I heard that, but I heard it somewhere. It might have been on the Bones and Toast podcast.
It's like, I've seen some people here recently start saying that shit, and I almost want to, like...
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome, or, where was this, like, fucking 6 months ago?
Or, like, fucking A.
When I was in the debate of my life, you know, like...
Yeah, exactly.
And just speaking of debates, you know, radiation causes cancer.
God.
Any kind of radiation causes cancer. And, you know, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus.
Yeah, let's not give her any clout because she can't get clout on her. Normally, if you're a female that's like mildly attractive, right, and you have an Instagram, people will flock to you. You'll have at least 10,000 Indian guys trying to see Bob's vagine. They'll try to marry you and shit.
I marry you. You come to America.
She's like, you know, we're just talking shop here, but she doesn't think radiation is dangerous, and she tried to dismiss my dude over here as being cute for being worried about radiation.
Can I see this chick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll show you.
I don't want to say her name because I'm not.
Oh no, that's fine.
I'm not going to put a long-time friend of the show out on blast, but he kind of left me hanging when he did. He knows damn well that
he knows who he is. Right?
I was right. First of all, you know who I am.
Right. Exactly.
Right? And the thing is like. I explained this to Tobeans afterwards because I had to call her because she pissed me off so fucking bad.
You had to like
because I started getting fucking like loud with her.
You were getting like red faced
because she wouldn't answer my fucking question.
Right?
Because I'm like, so you're saying X-rays don't put off radiation? And she's like, she kept dancing around it. I'm like, do they put off radiation? She's like, yes. And I was like, thank you. That's all I wanted to fucking hear. I was like, so radiation's bad for you, right?
So she didn't. She was just I feel like she was just dicking around with you, just trying to piss you off is all she was doing.
Nah, but that's the thing. She picked the wrong fucking one because I don't give a fuck what she looks like.
Right.
And that's the problem is I'm with a bitch like that, I am their fucking kryptonite because I don't give a fuck what they look like. If you're going to come at me with some dumb shit, I'm going to clap the fuck back.
Right. Yeah.
Your fucking looks and your feminine wiles don't work on me. I'm in a long-term fucking relationship. I don't think of you like that anymore. As far as you're concerned, you're just some dumb motherfucker that now I'm going to have to fucking browbeat into realizing how goddamn wrong they are. And I told Toby this. I was like, she knows it. If I'm right about something, I was like, it's fucking on.
Right.
I will not stop.
She must have blocked us because we can't see her account anymore. But,
is it like a...
She's only got 747 followers.
Only?
Stupid. It's fine, but you're not important. No one cares about your opinion.
Profile picture, can you?
No. It's as close as it gets. How much of this...
As long as I don't, drop this.
How much of this female hate I can leave in? Some of it's got to go.
It's like shit. That's like some shit where, you, talk about how, the Marisol...
She looks like one of those chicks that does her own, how to make up things on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Stupid.
But she's that's some shit where you're like, hey, you know what? I bet you thimerosal probably isn't all that good for you.
No, actually, mercury is the most harmful thing you can put in your body that's non-radioactive.
And
that's none of my business.
People say some silly shit like that, and you're fucking... The thing is, here's the thing at the end of the day. I'm not even arguing with you about the vaccines. I'm simply trying to get you to admit that fucking mercury is poisonous.
Yeah.
Can we agree on that statement?
I agree.
I do agree with that statement.
Speaking back to our previous point about doctors being fucking retarded and proving nothing more than the fact that they can regurgitate information, I went to one of my son's, what are they called? Pediatrician meetings?
Yeah, like a checkup.
Yeah. And they told us when he was born not to give him well water because he was a preemie. And they were like, we don't want to stress his immune system too much till he...
What?
So whatever, I agreed. We didn't give him water anyway because they can't have water for the first, 6 months or a year?
Yeah.
Something like that. But then, he got over a year, and
they can totally have water.
We asked him, can he have well water? And the doctor said, well, no, because, there's no fluoride in it, and that's not good, for the baby's teeth and stuff. And I fucking was like...
Man,
maybe you could point me to one study that tells you that fluoride's good for your teeth.
Then I tell you what, Europeans must have shitty fucking teeth all around because I don't think there's a European country left over there that puts fucking fluoride in their water.
There's not one American Dental Association or any study that I know of that tells you that it's good for your teeth. And she's like, well, I don't know about that. I just
that's
know
some
that
shit. That's some fucking. It's to the point now where we treat. It's fluoride in the water is the imperial system that we still use instead of the metric system.
Right.
We're so fucking out of date because Europe done stopped putting fucking fluoride in the water.
Banned it because it's a poison.
Yeah. We're the only ones that still fucking do it. Like I said, it's like the imperial system. For some reason or another, we can't fucking shake it.
We also don't talk about how everything we eat and drink is
filled with corn and sugar.
Well, it's filled with glyphosate from fucking Roundup.
Yeah, from all the... Well, I mean, the corn syrups got to have it on it, too.
The fucking court system in, California or somewhere, just gave that dude a retarded amount of money.
Oh, they're about to get sued some more, too.
Yeah, but let's put it in everything.
Yeah.
If it causes cancer, I wonder why it's cancerous.
If I could have cancer, I want to have cancer from Monsanto. That's the kind of cancer I want to have.
Very brand specific,
Well, I like
using Tide detergent.
If I'm going to get
I want Monsanto cancer. I don't really want that.
Oh, I don't either, but... if you got to get it, you got to get that kind of cancer.
You don't want off-brand shit.
No. Because then you're going to get rich.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, I honestly hope the factory does install their new and improved machine.
Fuck that.
And then I get cancer.
Nah, man.
Because guess who's getting a fucking paycheck before I fucking shed the coil?
Not you, because you'll be dead.
Yeah, my family will, though.
They'll fucking fight that shit in court.
Oh, they will. You need to find some, big-name lawyer that'll take it for, half the money.
They'll throw you a bitch in
Better
funeral,
call
though.
Saul.
Yeah, right? Better call Saul.
Man. Where are we at?
54.
Let's fucking
That
cut it.
wraps it up, doesn't
It's
it?
fucking tomorrow already.
Yeah. We'd like to thank y'all for listening.
Welcome to the first-time listeners, because there's a lot of you now.
We'd like to thank Aaron the Red
Oh, hey, guys.
coming on the show.
You're
Thanks for
welcome.
coming
You're
by
welcome.
so late, too.
We hope you had a good show. But here's the thing. If you're feeling froggy, I think you should go over to our Patreon.
It's patreon.com/bones and tubs.
Start with just $1 a month.
Or more than that.
Join the nation.
Help us continue to grow.
Yeah.
Go over to
Spanish,
iTunes and leave us a
Trace.
5-star review. Send me a screenshot of it, and I'll send you some swag.
We're going to keep that going for a while because people are getting free shit now.
If I run out of swag, I'll buy some swag and send it to you.
You can check out our Instagram.
I'm going to get some swag right after this, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
.com/Bones and Tubs.
Okay.
Twitter.
We're on Twitter.
At Bones Tubs.
Yeah. And Facebook.
Fedbook. Facebook.com/Bones and Tubs.
Hey, we're on Spotify now.
Yeah.
I actually
really?
downloaded.
You're on Spotify.
Yeah, we're on fucking Spotify now.
That's one of the things that I fucking autistically pounded my head into the wall about until it happened.
Yeah.
I thought that you had to.
And we're on Spotify. Like, I went through today, and everything we've done is on Spotify now. Is like, thank fucking God. Because I've had like at least 5 or 6 people be like, you need to put it on Spotify. I'd listen to it.
Apparently
all
they
the
control
fucking time.
like 7% of the podcast sphere, so that's a large amount.
Mm-hmm. But mostly,
train.
I say, you know where you can find us. So I'd like to say thank you to all you listeners out there.
Yes,
for driving us up into those levels of podcasting I didn't think were possible. We're beating like other podcasts.
We were above History on Fire with Daniele Bolelli the other day.
Yeah,
he's like one of the more famous podcasters I've talked to personally. I felt very good about that.
Yeah,
very good.
Thank you all out there for listening.
If this continues, we won't have to go back to our shitty jobs anymore. This will be our job.
We hope you had a good time. We hope you enjoyed the show.
Hope you got some laughs, some knowledge, some anti-government hatred.
We hope you have a good week. We hope to see you next time.
We love you.
We really do.
Yeah, they got $1 billion in the ceiling and $1 billion in the office, $1 billion in their bedroom, and it's locked in the closet. See, it ain't a problem to control who makes a profit when you're the ones cutting all the holes in our pockets. Got $1 billion in the ceiling and $1 billion in the office, billions in the bedroom, and it's locked in the closet. See, it ain't a problem to control who makes a profit when you're the ones cutting all the holes in our pockets. They spend $1 million just to eat, and it costs half for a seat, and they'll charge $50 grand an hour if you want them to speak. They got what you wish you had, but what they got in the bag ain't really worth nothing at all. But they got your mom and dad believing in the system and buying it all the time, and I feel bad for us all, cause it's really just a crime. See, JP Morgan Chase and the heads of some banks, they made down at Jekyll Island just to privatize the banks. They took control, the books are closed, we can't look, no one knows what they're doing, what they're making. They just say, hey, we're banking banksters and gangsters. That's what I'm yelling. They own your reality and control your salary. They got $1 billion in the ceiling and $1 billion in the office, $1 billion in their bedroom, and it's locked in the closet. See, it ain't a problem to control who makes a profit when you're the ones cutting all the holes in our pockets. They got $1 billion in the ceiling and $1 billion in the office, billions in the bedroom, and it's locked in the closet. See, it ain't a problem to control who makes a profit when you're the ones cutting all the holes in our pockets. I said the money is a weapon, that funds a regression, and the laws are imposing that leaves a good person broken, left down on bended knees, stressed to begging to be free. It's worldwide, at a side, every town and overseas. Those who are owned by those who sit on a throne, and they build it all to watch it fall, just like Rome. And they know it and they feed it, so we'll read it and believe it. Them headlines full of doubt, so we'll bail them out. Yeah, the more they print, the less it's worth, but they won't ever feel the hurt. But I bet you do when you walk up to it and have to pay the clerk. Yeah, they say they're saving the world and all these nations, but it's really all controlled to explode through inflation. They got $1 billion in the ceiling and $1 billion in the office, $1 billion in their bedroom, and it's locked in the closet. See, it ain't a problem to control who makes a profit when you're the ones cutting all the holes in our pockets. Got $1 billion in the ceiling and $1 billion in the office, billions in the bedroom, and it's locked in the closet. See, it ain't a problem to control who makes a profit when you're the ones cutting all the holes in our pockets. Yeah.